So when we look at the understanding of this, now you have to bear in mind, right, that the butler forgot about Joseph. He forgot about Joseph for 2 long years. For 2 years, Joseph continued in the gloomy prison, continued to be confined confined in the prison for something that he did not do, for something that he was accused of doing. And but in all of that, you can see that God's divine hand was upon Joseph, right? And he gave the Pharaoh these 2 dreams, gave him remarkable dreams, that in the morning the king was troubled because he could not understand them. So you could see that God's hand, God's divine hand, was about to open the prison gates for Joseph, because we know, as we read the story, that the king asks for Joseph when the cupbearer remembers Joseph and gives testimony of Joseph. The king asks for him. So we're going to come to that soon. I don't want to jump to that just yet, but we can see that God's divine hand was about to open the prison's gates, and the king of Egypt, he dreamed 2 dreams in one night, which showed or foreshadowed that some great calamity. And when he asked his wise men and his magicians to explain it to them, and they could not, right? They could not explain it to him. He felt even more of the king's perplexity and distress increased, and terror spread throughout the palace, because he was even more troubled at the fact that his wise men and his magicians, known to be able to solve difficult problems or give interpretation of difficult situations, were able to do none. And they said, "We're unable to interpret this. We don't know what it meant," kind of thing. So he was even more stressed. So to take away from this is that, again, after 2 years still in prison, Joseph is now going to come into the scene, and he's going to be blessed again by God with the knowledge on how to interpret this dream. And again we see, like I mentioned in the previous video, again we see that the magicians and the wise men of this world cannot do what God can do, right? Because God is the God of the impossible. He showed Daniel the dream of Nebuchadnezzar and interpreted it, and now he told Joseph of the king's dream, the King Pharaoh's dream, that no one else could interpret. So trusting in God is very, very important. And to understand and to wait on God's favor is also very, very important as well, because God's time is the best time and God's way is the best way.